Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Very recently I was explaining to you about one of the so-called pseudo-intellectual of Kerala, Mr. John Brittas, supposed to be the advisor for the ministry also. He had written a beautiful article supporting China, adoring China, and with the flowery languages and promoting Chinese way of development and progress. He had written an article in Mathrubhumi Daily, in which he has given only the positive of China. The positive as he thinks and his party thinks, not the real positives. Not the real positives, what they want to promote as the Communist of Kerala, Communist Party members of India. Wherever communism is alive, smoking with obnoxious smell, that they want to tell as the great. In Russia and 17 provinces, communism is not there. In China also communism is not there. In Cuba, Cuban president or prime minister went to America and did everything whatever is needed. Communism is there only in Trivandrum district, in the secretariat, that's all. For degrading, denigrating, making fun of and belittling Indian culture and Sanatana Dharma and Indian values. They are born for that, brought up for that, and dying for that. That communism is also pseudo-communism. But he explained wonderfully the greatness of China. Ignoring that, what happened in Tiananmen Square. I happened to go there in Tiananmen Square. Spent a nearly full day there. I could see how thousands and thousands of youngsters were butchered under the patent tank and pistol and rifle. Nobody is allowed to talk there against the government. In China, internet is fully blocked. You will not get whatever negatives are there from the government. Internet, TV, media completely controlled by the government, and also media controlled by the government. Generally, you are not permitted to have a television, but okay as long as there is no problem. Any day people can come, government official can come and take your TV. Any day you will be put in the blacklist if you are using negatives in email. Here all the leftists and progressives and the so-called radicalists and atheists used to talk about intolerance. These bloody people should be put in China, Tiananmen Square for one day, enough. Or put in Saudi Arabia. Or put in some Muslim country, Syria. They will learn what is meant by intolerance, what is meant by tolerance. And you know, conversion is banned in China. But remember, in Chinese Great Wall when I was walking, dozens and dozens of small group, particularly semi-youngsters, preaching for Jesus Christ without knowing what is Bible. Conversion is going on, fabulously going on there, even though it is prohibited. And another thing, in the media, 100% restrictions. The police and the military, you can see, as arrogant as tigers. Their face, their deeds and their action. Another way, when I was going to Kailas, happened to enter Tibet from Nepal. Unfortunately, I took a picture of that entry point. Immediately came the Chinese police and took my camera and did it blank and threw the battery from that. Beautifully, tolerance, the crowd of tolerance, taking a photo. These leftists of Kerala, other places of India, leftist means zero. Kerala, they should see that, how the tolerance in China. These people should be put in Chinese Great Wall, surrounding the cage, and teach them 24 hours what is meant by tolerance. And on the other hand, very interestingly you can see, we happened to go to Forbidden City. And Forbidden City, my trip to China was on February, almost very frozen cold. 0 degree, -2, +2 level. In Forbidden City, right hand side in front, there was a well. Part of the water of the well almost frozen to ice. When we were standing there, one person put a coin just to see whether it is ice or water. And all the people who came there after that, they also started putting the coin and the notes. Then our guide, company fellow, not external guide, internal guide, he told anybody does anything about customs and rituals, without asking why they are doing, everybody will be following that. Such a level of superstition you can see. One fellow put the coin, everybody will put the coin. Why? Nobody knows. Why that fellow put it? That fellow put it for seeing whether it is ice or water. These fellows are putting thinking that it is virtuous. And every hotel, 99% of the people will be ordering the quantity of the food what they need plus little extra. Little extra in a separate vessel exclusively for throwing out. They think the superstitious level is so high that if they are not keeping some food without touching as balance, they will be facing the same starvation or famine as occurred in 1949. During the period, Mao Zedong took the charge of that. And that superstition of throwing the food is common there. And you can see youngsters, the generation just after 1949, when Mao Zedong took the charge. They are almost atheists and pure communists, and blind, dumb, deaf, everything, because of the communistic iron fist. But the present generation, they used to go to Buddha temple and used to conduct 10 to 15, 20 minutes prayer in front of Mother Buddha. In front of Mother Buddha, there is a concept of Mother Buddha, Buddha standing like a mother, as a statue. Thousands of people I could see in Ushi temple, and in all olden city temple corners you can see Buddhist temple, now preserved and getting renovated with the money of the people donated. And remember that the cultural part of China. Another important thing is also there. Poverty is in the climax. Even around the Forbidden City you can see slum area, but you cannot see from outside. Big walls are there in between Forbidden City and big wall. Fully the slum area you can see, poverty to the climax, but nobody from outside can see that. Entry is restricted so that poverty will not be seen outside. On either side of the roads, only glorious, glamorous building, but go inside, climax of the poverty, that nobody can see. Nobody is permitted to see. You are not permitted to go there. And remember, through TV you will not see anything. It is government media. You are not expected to operate internet for searching what happened in Tiananmen Square. What are the rules and regulations of the Chinese government? You are not expected to know that. Just eat breakfast, take 10 o'clock tea, take lunch, eat your evening tea and vada or something, and dinner. Go home, sleep well, come to office next day, do the same thing and go back. 2 days rest or 1 day rest will be there. That's all. Live like a chicken, live like a cattle, a cow. You do not have the voice to raise, you do not have the permission to tell anything. John Brittas, the so-called intellectual MBA holder, giving advice to Chief Minister of Kerala, should have told this one also. Then only the full picture will be ready. Now what he has given is what he could see through his red spectacles. Red spectacle is communist spectacle. that transparent white spectacle is there to see both good and bad. That they will never do it. Who is shouting, who is telling the last words, who is ignorant, their voice will be heard in Kerala Communist Party. My pranams to you. Thank you very much.